After having done screen sharing for free with Windows and screen sharing for free with a Mac, I'd like to take a second and look at how we could do some of the same functions screen sharing for some money with Snagit. To take a quick look at that cost differential, I've used Snagit to draw this handy white box to illustrate, and this red arrow to illustrate that for educators, the price is $29.95. You can buy an optional additional service pack for $7.95. So for about $38, you should be in business for about everything you need as an educator. Another thing that I did with the videos for the Windows and the Mac free software was I tried to use this Google Slides presentation to, one, keep myself organized, but two, to give you an idea of how things might look if you are trying to talk someone through a PowerPoint. Again, this being an example in Google Slides, but you could use a variety of PowerPoint type presentations. You could use Prezi, you could also use something like Microsoft Word and maybe talk somebody through a document that they're working on or that you've edited. To give you an idea of how to do a screenshot with the entire screen, let me give you a glimpse at that. You go here, so we again did this in the other programs, you simply click capture, and you want to make sure that you're in camera mode, and if you click full screen and click capture, it will grab the whole screen. Now I don't think it'll let me explain it and do it at the same time, so I'll click capture, then I'll show you what it looked like here in a moment. Here is an example. I actually got a little carried away, and this gets to be an incredibly meta image that keeps going and going and going. But this is what that screenshot looked like of the entire screen, and then that's what a screenshot of that looked like. For the apples to apples comparison of these different types of software, we've looked at for the other two how to capture a selected window. So let's do the same for Snagit. If we get into the Snagit software and we say capture, we need to toggle to image if we're just trying to show how to do that initially. Again, we can go back and then record ourselves talking over it later if we want to. And for selection, we're not trying to do full screen. And we have several different options. Probably the simplest one to explain will be region. And if we grab this region tool, let's see, we say capture, and we It's a little tricky for me to explain how I'm taking a picture of something while the program is running and recording my screen. So here's a picture of where I just did a screenshot of a region. Okay, to get us the rest of the way home, I do want you to understand how I'm making these videos, and it's a little tricky while I'm making one, but I click this capture button here, and I go to video, I click capture, and then when I'm all done, which it's not going to let me make a video within a video, but when I'm all done, I can push stop, and then it's done. I will say there are things you can do if you think about some of the videos I made earlier that can be interesting with Snagit, where you can run a video within a video, but at some point we just start to confuse ourselves. To wrap things up, I've been building this thing as we've been going. To give you an idea of sort of what's been happening in the background, I have been clicking and dragging furiously. Well, it hasn't been that furious, but I've been clicking and dragging as I've been going. I'll delete some of these pictures that I never did add anything over top of to clean that up. But so that you understand what to do with the file when you're ready to be done with it, you'll go up here and you'll click share, and you can send it to any of these places. I plan on sending mine to YouTube. I hope that this technology has been informative. I will say overall, if I were a teacher with limited amount of time to invest and I had a Mac, I would seriously consider using that and saving the $28+ that you might spend on Snagit. On the other hand, as a person like myself who plans on spending a lot of time doing screencasting and trying to get more into instructional design, I need to be able to understand these technologies, and I need to have more flexibility than I get with those free options in Mac. It's also very handy for editing out, even though I haven't done a perfect job, all of your ums and ahs and buts and stutters. So on the level, I would say Snagit is the best program. It's just a little overwhelming. I would say the Mac program is your best bet if you have a Mac and you're able to use it and you don't plan on making it your life's work. I would say the Windows program that's designed for gaming is not worth the money, and it's free. Thank you. Y'all enjoy.